To us, Classic and Plug. So just let you guys know. I won't tell you who gave the questions, Plug, but I mean Classic. So question one says, are men intimidated by women who are already financially secured and settled?
Do, do you want to go first, brother? Fuck no. Hell no. I wish, boy, hey, please come with the bag. Please come with the bag. Please have your shit in order. Please, I don't know who these weirdos are. Hey, I have no king complex whatsoever.
Mm.
You understand me? You got your stuff together, Lord have mercy. Hey, that boy, we working, we cooking now. We got seasoning. We got some seasoning, boy. I like that all day. Please, 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 please.
I will say that in past experiences for me, once getting to know that other the man, once getting to know him and disclosing some of myself to him, be it successes or where I'm at in my career, where I stand financially, it seems like either one, they don't like me anymore, or two, they get ghosts. Because it's like if I'm on a higher ladder financially than you, a lot of men won't date women above them financially.
Well, personally, I feel like
Classic.
if I have a degree or if I'm sitting here going to school, and I feel like if I have this, then you should at least have this too. We should be equal.
We're gonna be on the same level.
Like, I'm not gonna be with somebody who's not gonna go get it like I do.
Okay. What you got, Classic?
So the definition of intimidated is frightened or overawe, especially in order to make them do what one wants. So no, I don't think men are intimidated by any women on the planet at all. Just in general, by definition, I don't think we're at all intimidated. I think that the issue becomes that a lot of times when women make enough money to take care of themselves, they like the women just said, y'all want someone to be equal or above that, and it doesn't matter. Once you join up with somebody, it's about household income and the way y'all gonna manage y'all finances, because it becomes y'all's finances. But I think that for some women, is what's more important is, well, I think for most women, I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna just be polite tonight, but honest. Like, I think that most women, it matters more what things look like and sound like than what it really is. You know what I mean? If you make 100K and your dude makes 60K and he's just like a garbage man or something like that, you know, oh, I can't have that. I need, why? He's a good man, love you, care for you. Let's say he don't even have fidelity issues. He's a loyal man, bring his butt on home. He just want to be able to watch some football and drink a beer. But because it don't sound good to tell your girls that you with the garbage man, or because it don't look good to be like, oh, you know, oh, you make significantly more than him, right? Like, so like, is he trying to like level? No, he don't need to level up. Y'all make enough money. The household make enough money, and both people hopefully got jobs that don't stress them out, so they can come home and be the best version of themselves for each other. Because a lot of times when men are pushed to promotion, they're also pushed to stress. And so when they push to stress, they come home and you get the worst version of them. They're tired, they're bothered, they don't want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? With nothing you got going on. They don't even want no sex. I know I'd have been too sleepy enough to pass on some bullshit. So
okay, so with that, see, this is perfect. I appreciate that, because this is perfect conversation. This is going into the nuance. So I got to ask the ladies this question: how do you make the environment secure enough so if you do have a man who makes less than you, that man's not affected by what society might see or might look at? Like, how do you guys? What do you bring? Almost kind of goes back to that question, like, or do you become that safe space for him? Like, do you take up for him? Do you speak that we have one income because it's all together? What do you ladies think?
Does he want me to create that safe space for him? A lot of men don't. They don't want women to create safe spaces for them. They don't confide in women. They're not vulnerable with their women. But when it comes down to finances, household finances, what goes on in my household is in my household. It's not out. I mean, yes, I know our family and friends will probably know that. Oh, my husband's a garbage man because that's they know what they do. But what I bring in and what we bring in, if it's financially stable, then so be it. It is what it is.
What about you, Alicia?
I agree. I agree with April. Yeah.
It sounds
Man, the hell with them
It
people.
sound
Man, the hell with them people.
It
That's
sounds
what
good.
I
I
do.
mean,
What I do for a
you come
living. We got
across
160 together, shawty. What you
right.
talking about?
As
We
long as
busting
we are
down.
comfortable, we're able to
We
save,
busting
we're able to put
down.
back.
Man, we busting down. Man, what you
Yeah.
talking about? Man, our household straight. Man, what you talking about? Man, we eating good over here.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't
Yeah.
no ramen over here. We got
I'm,
steak strips. You know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
say
talking about?
everybody's okay as long as everything okay.
Yep, man.
Yeah.
Of
I
course.
think when that what Norris was leading to, what
I agree,
most
Jay.
folks,
I agree, Jan.
that's real talk. And I think most people do, they get caught up in what somebody else saying. Man, nobody studying what folks talking about, man,
Everybody
over
want to keep
there.
up with everybody else, and it's not their business.
Man, look, the one that is sitting back wondering what's going on up under your roof, probably miserable.
And they want what you
Yeah,
got.
and want what you got.
Man, get out my face, man. You better get on, man. Don't worry about that, man. We straight over here.
So all of y'all private? All of y'all are private people?
I'm semi-private. I don't disclose everything to everybody.
That's
Look,
like, see,
I'm all the way
I
private,
tell my
but
business to my best friend. That's about it.
it's
All it
not
takes.
something I'm not gonna disclose like what goes on in my household with other people. That's not. Now I post family stuff to Facebook
if,
for
if
family to see, as far as pictures and sharing like milestones and stuff like that. But as far as finances, that's none
I
of
hear you,
anybody's
man.
business.
yeah, like
But
Jen said, if that narrative is out there, I would question. Kind of goes back to what Classic is asking. If that narrative is out there, she said she'll go back and question how does it come up anyway. And I think it kind of
Sure.
goes back to what Classic said is like that requires pretty much confidentiality. Like that's like
right.
that's like literally 100% private. Like you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like which I don't know if that exists really. Like for most people.
It
Nah.
doesn't. So it doesn't. The internet, social media has made that difficult these days.
Well,
Period.
they say about 70% of people who don't post on social media actually have higher rates of success. I think it's like 74, 78
Mm,
somewhere in there. I'll have to look up the number. That's why I tell people too. But see, that's another topic for another day. Cause I think that
yeah.
was more of a female topic because I think men are okay with not putting everything out on social media. I think women feel showing them on social media is like a form of validation for them. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. I can't speak for the ladies.
Well, for some of the ladies,
Some women do feel
yeah,
that
they
if
do that. Yeah.
they man don't post them, then they feel like they don't love them or they ain't in a real relationship.
I'm not posting my relationship on Facebook or
What is
anywhere.
she?
Period.
What is she? 20? Was she? That's a young gal, probably.
Yeah.
I'm already look at you side. I'm already looking at you sideways. He like, oh, you ain't supposed to be like, okay.
They feel like you're that
your,
you're hiding.
your clock is ticking. Your clock is ticking. I don't
Let
know
me
why
ask
you
you all this.
like that.
Let me ask you guys this because no middleman is for the nuances, right? Because we got to get down to the bottom of this.
Mhm.
Were you ladies always this way though? Was social media something that you used to put at the top of your list that you needed to feel
No,
like you were taken, or y'all always been this way?
no, I've always been this way.
Okay. What about
I
you?
don't. I've never posted any of except for my child's father. But it wasn't like, oh, my baby loved me so much. It wasn't that. It was we were on a trip in somewhere and we went to I forget where even we went, but I posted pictures of the trip and that was it. It wasn't nothing major.
Yeah, I agree, Jen. I agree.
And 9 times out of 10, the people who were on or my friends on Facebook or who follow me on Instagram probably didn't even know who he was. So because you don't what goes on in your household should not be discussed outside.
Okay.
It, it,
Sounds good.
It sounds good, yes. You have some women who do write classic. Not all of us are want all of our business out there. We don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
What y'all see every day?
What do we see every day?
Everybody.
Women putting their business out
Yeah.
on social media for validation,
Or their
for
whole
saying,
life
"Hey, this is what I
story.
got," you know,
Or
and it's
arguments with their baby dad. They put the whole conversation on
validation
there.
out there, and that's not needed. For
Like
what?
even in the space that we in, being the age that we are,
Mm-hmm.
you know, some of this be irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? We beyond that. We
You would
beyond.
think.
So when I look at age brackets such as this, you know what I mean? Like over 35, you should be looking to lock in at all times.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You thinking 20 years down the line, 10, 20 years down the line, where you thinking like, man, who gonna be this person that's gonna share this with me? You know what I mean? Who gonna help me build this to make it better? You know what I mean? Who gonna come in and make my life a little easier? Who
Mm-hmm.
gonna make my life a little more, you know?
That's what it's supposed to be.
And that's what we should be on. Like when we speak of these nuances, that shit, we way past that. You know what I mean? It should be. I know it might be a little difficult to find somebody who got their head screwed on correctly, but man, we should be in a space where everybody should be, should know what they doing right now. You should have been made
Settle.
the mistakes between 18 to 35 to know better. You know what I'm saying? To know better, to do better, man. I'm like, man, I made them same mistakes when I was in high school and college and later on in life. Like right now, we should know what we're doing. We should know exactly what we're doing, how to get a man, how to keep a man, and how to build with a man. We shouldn't be on that. That mindset should not exist to be scoping. Oh, I'm here and I didn't settled here, but I'm looking over here. That's crazy, man. That's
Do you
crazy.
But do you feel like our age bracket also? Because I feel like it can be almost like two things are true. I feel like what you're saying is correct, but then I feel like our age bracket can also kind of have us a little bit disconnected from what's really going on in the field. Like what's because it like, and it's not really like it's not really. I don't want to. I ain't gonna point the blame on nobody.
Just
But
hell like
like I feel like sometimes we could be disconnected from what's going on in the field. You know what I mean? Like I feel like for us, we could say we want to lock in because we're at a certain age, but sometimes what people are influenced by impacts how you move. You know what I mean? And it makes it harder as you get older. Because
yeah.
does that make does
The
that,
the only way it would make it harder if you're confused, grown man or grown woman. That's a personal issue that you need to take to yourself. Like what you said, what my boy Classic said, in solitude, be in solitude, be alone with oneself. Because if you're trying to heal while you're in the midst of being with someone, then you're a psychopath.
You can't heal when you with
Yeah.
somebody.
You're a psychopath.
Mm-mm.
You're a sociopath or a psychopath, and you have no clue of what real life is about because you got to get that shit together off top. Me, I don't need that much time to heal. I truly don't. I don't need that much time to heal, but I'm trying to tell you, if I scab up fast. I scab up fast. Boom, they go to wound. Boom, they go to scab. I'm ready to rock out. I'm over it. I'm telling you.
Can I ask the ladies a question in regards to the question?
yeah, go ahead.
So like as far as men aren't necessarily intimidated if they make less, but when the relationship goes through rough patches, as women don't during those times where it's really rough, and let's say you feel like it's his fault or he's coming up short in some way, isn't it hard for y'all not to kind of look down and feel like I'd be better off by myself, or I could find some? Isn't it hard for y'all not to feel like that when let's say the guy makes significantly less than you?
God damn.
30,000 less.
You need to get his shit together, boy.
No, let's say he make decent money. She just make a lot. Like, okay, he might make 65. That's over the average income. But let's say she make 100. You know?
Yes, I think for one, I'm not gonna throw anything up in my man's face. Well, I make all the money in this house. I'm not gonna do that. It's not what this is about. We're a partnership. We're supposed to build together. And honestly, if I feel like you need more income, I'm going to help you do your resume, trying to help you out to figure out where we can have some more income coming on. You know what I'm saying? Help you start a business or something to see what's going on so we can have more money in our, if we need it, more money in our household.
If it's not needed, then.
If it's not needed, then why?
Uh-oh.
But I mean, you can always use more money regardless. Hey, I went off topic. Classic. Ask me the question again because I just
no, you not see. Hey, when you chime in, you went boom.
That's what happened when you try not to answer. That's what happened when you try not to answer.
Yeah. Hey.
So the question was, if you make significantly more than your man, and everything's okay as long as everything's okay. But when your relationship hits an inevitable rough patch, and let's say it's on him, or you feel like it's on him, so you kind of already looking at him sideways, isn't it naturally just hard not to look like or feel some sentiments like, you know, I could do bad by myself, or, you know, though that type of energy that comes about in those moments.
If this is my husband, I'm sorry, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's not the breadwinner.
Right. If this is my husband and we locked in for life, I'm not gonna do that.
Can we talk about the nuances though? Because we talked about this yesterday. We know how long it takes for us to get married. So
but
if
Classic, can I chime in there? Hey, Classic, man, it's up to Buddy to step the game up, man. I mean, if I came in and she makes significantly more than me, to me, that's my challenge.
Right.
I would prefer, not saying that I would prefer to be the breadwinner. So that right there gonna motivate me.
But why, mess with your ego.
I'm a different.
Why would that challenge you though?
Huh? Challenge me? That's a challenge. I want to step my game up. I would say, man, I would. When people say, "Oh, I want somebody on the same level as me," this, that, and the third. Okay, well, cool. I'll accept that challenge. Me myself.
Take it this way though. Plug. Let's say you make less than her, right? But you're covering. But you make enough to cover all the big things. You're paying the mortgage. You're paying the car. Like, just because you don't make the same amount doesn't mean your money doesn't get done the critical things in the household.
I understand that. But see, no, I ain't giving no sire ass no. I ain't giving you no scapegoat.
But that's not an escape.
Tighten your ass up. Tighten up. No, bro. At the end of the day, this is how it should be. If she see me stepping my game up, she should step her game up too. And if I see her step her game up, I should step my game up too.
But Plug at the same time.
Real men would do that.
But we're going through these. See, that's why I want to talk about the nuances. See, y'all talking big. Y'all talking unrealistic right now, because
unrealistic.
Because let's say hypothetically, April makes $100,000 a year, right?
Okay.
Plug makes $75,000 a year.
Okay.
But Plug never asks you for anything throughout the year. He pays for the mortgage. He gets your car notes paid. He does everything. All your money is yours. I feel you shouldn't. That shouldn't be an ego thing. You shouldn't have to catch up. Like, you're taking care of. You're taking care of all the critical things in life. A woman wanting to go on a cruise or get her nails done, and all that has nothing to do with you. You as a man. This is where I feel like our problem might be. It might be the men are so we gotta let our ego out the way. Like, that doesn't make sense.
There ain't no ego.
You the just gotta be comfortable where
there ain't no ego. I say I accept the challenge.
Why is it a challenge? Wwhy is it a challenge? But listen to me. Why is it a challenge if you came into a relationship, Plug? You made $75,000 a year. You already had you a 4-bedroom home, 2 cars paid for. That lady moved in with you. Y'all built a family, you get married. Plug is still taking care of his responsibilities. Why would that be a challenge to you when you have not changed anything on your trajectory or your plan? What type of challenge? Like, y'all got to listen to what y'all are saying right now. Like, you are doing.
Did you just move? Did you just do some verbal judo? Did you do some verbal judo with me just now?
No, because I'm listening to the verbiage. This is what this show is about. The nuance.
No. You just move the goalposts a little bit. I'm going.
I didn't move the goalposts. I didn't move.
No. Because what Classic said was, he said when these problems come and he does make significantly less, whatever the case may be, me myself, I'm going to do what I have to do to make sure that I'm leveling up with my paper. I was addressing what his statement was.
Okay.
Now, hold on. You ain't gonna move that goalpost on me now. What I was saying was, brother, I said I would step my game up. I'm not gonna allow anybody around me or in their circle to stay in that. If that's the case, if that's the only issue is the finance, then bro, I'm gonna tell you to step your game up. And if it's on her, she's a female friend, I'm gonna tell her, I'm gonna say, hey, tighten your ass up. What you doing?
Okay. So let's go down that rabbit hole then. I'm with you. So there's no give without take. So let's say you step your game up, and now because of that, you home a lot less. And let's say one of her love languages is quality time. So now you getting all this paper, but you can't be there for it. There's no give without take. When you was getting your 75 bands, you could come home at 5 p.m. You could go out on date night. You could walk the dog together. You could hold hands and sit in the park. You could be romantic. Now you done stepped your game up. You make an extra 75K. Now you missed the 150, but you never home. So it's stepping your game up because you a better provider, but a worse companion.
That will be a household decision.
Let Alicia go. Go ahead, Alicia. I see you shake. Go ahead. See this one. Good.
I would rather have him home than to, most definitely.
That would be a household decision.
And if I'm making,
we would need to discuss.
And also, if I'm making like more money than him, and let's say he loses, let's say I don't know which one said that he was paying the mortgage or paying the inside stuff, but I still got a lot of money, but he still get my nails done and my money is mine. I'm also going to put some money aside because things happen. What if he get injured? What if he's in a car accident and now he can't work for 6 to 7 months? I didn't stack my money, so I got you. You see what I'm saying?
That's how it's supposed to be.
Okay. Sound good.
It does.
Women's grace run out so fast. Y'all grace.
Not all women.
Not all women.
I know, not all, right?
Not all women. It's like not all men. Right. Not all women.
But go, all right. Cool. We good on question one. We good on that.
Good. Question two.
Question number two. And I shortened this because it was real long, so I made it very simple. But I can read to y'all the whole thing if this doesn't make sense. Why do men seek women who are not settled, i.e., independent, got their stuff together? Kind of what we talked about in question one. Do we feel those women are more submissive? The people who don't have all the other things together, like the woman that come in might have 2 kids, might not have a career, might be working at Waffle House. You know, she in the hood ghetto apartment. You know, vice versa. Do you feel like more men go for those women because those women might be more submissive because of they lack in like the needs area, or do y'all feel that? How do y'all men feel about that? I can read the whole thing to you if it makes more sense.
No, I don't think the situation makes her more submissive. That she's not being herself. If her situation is making her more submissive, if she's up or down, she should be that off tippy. If that's the type of woman she is. But I got a question though before we even slide, and you know it's coming at you, shout. I'm gonna go and throw this breaker ball at you real quick. Alicia, what is your definition of submission?
I don't.
But last night you seemed a little off last night, like you didn't understand it. I broke it down for you, my man.
Go ahead and break it down again, because
I'm saying, no. What is your definition? Because you said you ain't like that word. That word just hit you the wrong way, and it just rubbed you wrong. And I just want to know, what is your definition of being submissive?
Well, apparently from yesterday I got it wrong, but I feel like it's like
no. Hey, it's your definition, because I want to clarify what you deem is submissive.
being told what to do and you just do it, or if you have an opinion, you don't really have
That's
an opinion.
dictatorship. That's dictatorship, sugar. That's dictatorship. That's dictatorship. That ain't. I'm looking for servitude, not a servant. I'm looking for servitude, not a servant.
I wrote down a couple answers to this. This was for us. It was you said, why do men seek women who are not settled? Do we feel those women are more submissive? So for the first part, I wrote down some men have like hero complex. Then another one could be they're controlling, so they feel like they can be more controlling because the woman is like in need or some way. And then another thing I wrote down is access. Normally you can get to these women, you can find them, you can locate them, you can talk to them. You know what I mean? You know where they'll be. Like if you hollering at the chick at the Waffle House, you could just keep going to the Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to slow play it and be her friend first, like, you know, they're accessible. You know what I mean? Yeah, those are the three that came to mind for the first part of the question. And the second part, are women who are in need more submissive? I'm with Plugg on that. If they're more submissive because they're in a difficult situation or in a stressful situation, then I know that's not you. It's conditional. And like I said at the beginning, I don't believe in conditional submission. I believe if you submissive woman and you're a feminine woman and you're dealing with somebody, you just gonna be that way. Period. You know, like late. So like it's almost like it becomes a situation where if you're not like slightly abrasive or willing to be like an a-hole as a man, then like you can't get these women in check. You should be able to be a chill, laid back guy and get your woman in order. You should be able to be like, hey, I'm done talking about this for real.
Yeah.
And that should be it. You shouldn't have to, we done talking about this. You shouldn't have to say it twice, say it 3 times, yell. Like, you shouldn't have to do all that. But unfortunately,
but what if I'm not done talking about it? What if I'm not satisfied with the in conversation?
I mean,
Nobody wants to have a one-sided conversation.
Where's Kevin Samuels when you need him? You know what I mean? It's straight up, because it's like
he's resting well.
If the man say he done talking about it, I mean, it don't mean we can't revisit it, but in that moment, it's supposed to be done, right? I mean, who got veto power in the house? Oh, okay. That's a problem for y'all. I see.
But no one wants to have a one-sided conversation.
That too.
You know what I mean?
The conversation gotta come.
When we was conversing about it, and now I'm done talking about it. You want to have a one-sided conversation? Because the conversation now is turning into an argument. Because I'm pretty sure that the conversation was turning into a heated conversation. Then we nullify the conversation to stop from having an argument. Because it's okay to have a heated discussion. It's okay to have a heated debate. But to have an argument, now we're going back and forth. Now I'm having my side of the conversation, you having the one side of the conversation. And no one wants to have a one-sided conversation.
All right,
got to agree at the end of the conversation that the conversation is done.
So before I give my spiel, Crystal has some things. She agreed with you, Alicia. She said what you understand as submission is what most women do see it as. That's why it's a scary concept for a lot of women. She also said a man won't have to ask for submission. This is what I kind of say all the time. Won't have to ask for submission from a woman who is naturally inclined to serve. And then lastly, she said, never push a man to talk on something he doesn't want to, because he won't hear anything else you have to say.
Oh, yeah.
And I think those are one of the things that, like, again, this goes into the nuances, right? These are things that a lot of couples don't speak about. Like, a lot of couples don't sit down and talk about how they communicate, or, hey, babe, if we ever have an issue, once you say your side, I'm gonna say my side. I understand if you don't receive it that day, maybe we can come back to it another day, but I don't want to keep going back and forth. Like, some of that stuff is like a very simple conversation, but I know that doesn't happen. Like, I know that doesn't happen. I've seen a lot of divorces.
I would shut something down, and then later on, when everything has just settled, then I'll come back and revisit it. And when I revisit it, I'll yield the flow. I'll yield the flow and let you go and get off what you wanted to get off, because now I'm ready to hear it. And being that you were in your femininity and allow me to do and nullify this conversation, then I will revisit it and yield the flow and then hear what you got to say. Because I'm gonna give as well as I take. You know what I mean? The only thing I'm not going to give is disrespect, and I damn sure ain't gonna take nothing. So I ain't gonna get nothing. I told you I lead with respect, and I'm thinking that most men, and when they say real men, no, most men should yield with respect, because they should know what the effect of disrespect is. Because you ain't gonna, you shouldn't talk and speak no way. If you ain't gonna speak that way to buddy on the street, you should definitely not be speaking to your woman like in no way in which it's gonna make her feel inferior. That submissiveness is not inferiority. It's not being inferior.
Yeah.
It's just understanding there is a chain of command. There is a chain of command. It has to be. We can't have too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you still are a partner. You still are a partner. You dig what I'm saying? You still are a partner.
Mm-hmm.
But there's such thing as a CEO and a COO. And there's such thing as a president and vice president. There's such thing as a coach and assistant coach. We all
even with that, I think it's like what you just said, and then I think when Classic said his, you can look at the like women's nonverbals, right? You said a chain of command. That's not something that a woman would want to hear in the household. That terminology doesn't even breed. Like it doesn't breathe like correctly. And then I know Classic said veto, and I can see their faces. I think sometimes it's all about the language we use,
the verbiage. Yeah.
What Crystal said, it's about tact, tone, timing, all of that. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
and fighting for each other, not
you gotta
fighting.
keep your player on at all times. You gotta know. Come on now.
Yeah.
Classic, look at the private chat. Classic, look at the private chat. Y'all can keep talking.
Yeah. Nah, I was just asking because you talking about the comments. Yeah, I asked her if she was married because she speak the language. I told you it's two different languages. Women who are married and fit to be married, and women who will be chronically single and chronically dating. It's two different languages. She speak married. She speak the language. So when she says she's no longer, I could tell she is or was a wife. I can tell. Yeah. And I was right. I know the language when I hear it. It's clear. It's like the difference between, like, you know what I'm saying, Russian and Portuguese. It's a big difference. It's not even very distinguishable. Shout out to Chris.
And we speaking to the audience, not the panel. Okay. It's hitting you in your chest a little bit, all in your pecho.
Wait, what you mean? No. I'm just wait. Oh no.
I said we speaking. I just say that. No. I'm being real with you, Classic. When you say certain things, when I say certain things, it hit them in the heart. Boom, 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 boom. We speaking to the audience and not the panel.
Yeah, I always say, women who gonna have some struggles with longevity, they tell you how men should be. Women who gonna be wives or are fit to be wives, they can tell you how men are. That's what the difference is. And it comes through in language, right? So anytime you having a conversation as a man, like even in these panels, if you're looking at somebody else's panel and it's men and women, and you hear the man say something on behalf of men and no other men are in disagreement, 5 dudes just sitting there like, keep on, brother. You know what I'm saying? And then you got all the women on the panel in disagreement. And then you start listening to them talk and all of them are single. It's like, well, you disagree with everything men say they like and tell them how they should be. And then it's like, it's equivalent to the results. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. I'm a real results based. Like even though, you know, all my content, I'm results based. What do the numbers show us? Okay, we got here for a reason. And then let's reverse engineer from there. You know what I'm saying? Here's where we are. How do we get here? Right? Like yesterday I said on the in the chat, 46% of women in America, all ethnicities, are married. And 86% are mothers. So that gap is stifling, right? So then there's a real problem. We have to identify it. That's why I was so open about. I do think that like men that are red pill, I do think they need to scale back a little bit on the baby mama attacks. They do. Like let dudes who want to go that route, because there are some women who heal through their experiences and become like awesome women, and you got to be able to hear some of them out depending on who you are. And for the men who that's their preference, they shouldn't have to come on the internet and feel slandered by the brotherhood for doing so. You know what I'm saying? Like they shouldn't. If you want to, hey, look, if you want to take her and 4 kids, bro, that's on you, bro.
That's
you know
amazing. He's amazing.
I just don't believe calling them names and all that. Step crash dummy. It's crazy work. You know what I mean?
He's amazing.
But I think at the same time, Classic, a lot of times, I know for myself, I know even for you, your back, I think a lot of people don't understand our background either, right? Like I know what you studied in. I know what I did for over 15 years. You know, like I think a lot of times social media and the internet doesn't really want reality. Like they don't like, because I always tell people, you know, a lot of people like to use it against single men, right? They'll be like, hey, are you married? And you'll be like, no. And they'll be like, oh, okay, this person has this opinion. But I also know some men on the social media side that are married, but everything that they talk about and they like is nothing that they're married to. So I tell people you have to be very vigilant with what you see and what you hear and take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? Like Pastor Jamal Brown, I think he's the worst pastor in America. But that doesn't mean I can't turn on one of his sermons and it hit me one day. You know what I mean? He's still giving a message. And that's what I always tell people. Like I tell people it's super deep. Working in the mental health side, anybody who works with like psychology, like that stuff gets deep. And like when you see it and you able to experience it, a lot of this stuff don't even exist. You know what I mean? A lot of this
on superficial facades every day.
Yeah, you gotta have some balance, you know what I mean? But I think also we gotta have more conversations like this. Like even yesterday, hearing Classic talk about men dating women, which I never heard him talk about that before until yesterday. So it's good to hear, and I think you got to have more of those conversations, because a lot of times we might take something somebody says and judge them like, oh, Classic will never marry a woman with a kid, and now you have this this preconceived notion about who he is as a person or supposedly his character, or man, Plugg might never do that, but you don't know what people would do. If you break it down and really get to know them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people don't hear people out either. They listen up until the point where they're triggered, and then they're done listening. Like even with me, like sometimes I'll say something and it seems polarizing, but everything I'm saying is for the greater good. Like I'm always looking at the bigger picture. If you want to ask me about me personally, I'll tell you what I'm willing to give. But if we're talking about in general, then I'm going to speak about in general and what's going on based on the results we get. You know what I mean? And just seeing that 86% of women have children and 46% are married is literally necessary for men to marry women with children if we're going to fix the marriage crisis, because the less and less families we have, the crazier and crazier outside going to look. It's like it's social engineering. You know what I mean? You got more rogue adults running around with no real home training, guidance, morals, principles. It breeds sociopaths. So you definitely don't want a bunch of them running around outside. I promise you. People who don't feel nothing, yeah, you don't want them.
They're scared to come outside.
It takes a toll on the children too, especially if that child is seeing other families with 2-parent homes. For an example, in our neighborhood, all of the families have 2-parent homes. I'm the single mother. So it takes a toll on that child who sees, oh, this family has the mom and dad together. This family has the mom and dad together. Then that single mother gets posed with the question, Mommy, why is my daddy not with you? So it takes a toll on the children too as well.
Yeah.
When it comes to stuff like that. So
And Crystal says, she says social media panders to individuals' pain because people like to be validated in their perspective.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
Very, very true. All right, man. Good conversations, man. Let's move on to question number 3. And just to highlight this is from a man's POV. How can women unlearn hyper independence when no one has shown up consistently?
Shit.
Don't get quiet
It was
now.
right. It ain't the
Don't
corner.
get quiet now.
Oh, I'm not quiet. I just let people speak first. I'm here to moderate, then give mine. You know, Classic trying to break it down. He dissecting the word.
He reading it. He reading it.
He like,
Yeah, because I mean, the question would be, why hasn't anyone showed up consistently? Like, I believe all people who are attractive and alone and desire to have somebody, is their fault somehow.
I second that. You know, I believe that.
I believe in that. So it's like, I mean, I get the question, like, how do they unlearn it if nobody is showing up? Why hasn't anybody shown up? Like, I could say, even though I'm unmarried, I've met a ton of women that could be wives. I just haven't married them. It's on me. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, you have to take, like, women, like, somebody asked in my chat the other day, if why do women talk about being proposed to like it's a flex?
Yeah.
You saw that too? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so you flexing that you say no to everybody? Like, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, that would be my question for the question. But to try to answer the question, I guess, I mean, it would be hard. You have to be independent if you have nobody to split things with or to delegate tasks to, or, I mean, you have to be independent if you haven't secured anyone or been able to sustain anything. That's, I mean, it's mandatory. I guess you can't unlearn it. But the thing about hyper independence is, I mean, you have to, I guess for the women, I would have to say, from the man's side, of course, because I can't tell y'all how to feel or what to do. But I just think I would think it would be in women's best interest to keep somehow practicing nurturing. So even if that mean like you get like because some women be single for a long time, and what happens is if you don't use it, you lose it. You get rusty at being a companion. I've done it. I've been single for like 7 years before, and then get into a relationship, and like you just forget to consider other people. You so used to just doing what you do. You know, like I go get some food and forget to get her some food. Like, oh yeah, I gotta feed somebody else now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just rusty. So like I think it's good to practice nurturing. Maybe get like a dog that you overdo it for. Like make the dog gourmet meals every day, you know, whatever, like something like that, you know, just practice being nurturing. That way, when that man come into your life, you know what I'm saying, you still the car still warmed up, you know what I mean? It's not such a drastic situation where you're trying to just hit the on the off switch, you know, it's more like a dimmer. You feel me?
Crystal said that would be to assume a woman cannot be nurturing because she is independent.
It said hyper independent. So I'm thinking like, like Nia Long and Best Man, like, you know, Jordan, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like that, like she working 60 hours a week, she, you know, overdoing it. You feel me? So if it's like that, she gonna have to scale that back to accommodate a man for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What you got, Plug? What you got? What you got?
That hyper independence, I'm gonna leave that alone, bro.
If you came across a woman who was hyper independent and you were very interested in her, what would you do to help her coax through that, to get over that hyper independence?
See, I'm gonna be honest, because I think sometimes
I'm go ahead, bro.
I think sometimes we don't want to be honest.
I'm gonna be honest.
I think a woman who is hyper independent will just be single for the rest of her life. Because
I ain't gonna touch it.
I'm finna explain. Because a real man is selfish and impatient. Don't take that out of context. Like, don't take that out of context. I know some people are like, well, you got to be patient and nurtured. No, this kind of goes back to our conversation from yesterday. Like, how long do I date you? And then how long do I got to stay in the race to be loved by your child? And then how, like, you're asking a man to stay in a fight with you for 12 rounds, and it might never amount to anything. Like, we have to be honest with this question. Like, she said it's a woman in the end to allow a man to have
purpose for her.
Yeah.
I respect that, Crystal. Yeah.
So like that's why, like, I really feel like a lot of time as men, we just not honest, right? I think for a woman who is truly hyper independent, when you say hyper, like, I think that woman might end up being single for the rest of her life. Just because a real man is ready to get married. Because we just said all this stuff. We said all this on the first question. We said that at our age, we know what we want. We know what we know what we need. Like, so if you're at that stage of your life, I'm not really at 40 years old. You really can't teach an old dog new tricks. Like, because it's gonna take one mistake by that man, and your hyper independence is gonna go right even hyper. Like if that man let you down or don't do something for you, you're gonna be like, see, like, even though you might not say it loud,
that's why I need to get off my grind. Cause
you told me to relax. You told me to quit that job, and then before you know it, you're like,
now you're resenting.
Yeah, so I feel like that's something that you kind of gotta handle that.
That's why I say I leave that alone, bro.
You gotta handle it before you come to the table. And I want to say this too to all the women who are listening. Sometimes it's okay to be present and to live where you are instead of trying to live like you're married. Like, it's okay for you to be in an apartment with your child for 10 years and build that home with a husband instead of saying, I want to give my child the American dream. And now you're putting all that pressure on you to manage a mortgage. Sometimes I think we need to stay still. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I think we move because my baby, I ain't gonna keep letting my baby suffer like this. And I think sometimes we move because we feel like we need to do so much for a child or whoever it is. But I think sometimes you have to kind of sit in it and wait for that. You see what I mean? Wait for your husband to find you so that y'all can build those things together.
Remember what I said, April, yesterday.
Yeah, and that's why I feel a man should have everything he needs before he builds a home. I hold everybody to the same candle. If you ain't got a house as a man, don't go try to build a family.
That's real. And don't be playing.
You need to have everything. This is something I learned from my pastor. Like, and I wish somebody would have told me this at 18 years old when I got married and for 10 years and didn't know nothing about life. I wish I would have just slowed down and built the future that I needed to build so that I could have raised my children on even more solid grounds. Like, we are moving so fast in society today that we never can get where we need to get. It's like we just want to build a boat that can float, but we don't know that we forgot one of the main parts of the boat. You know, and now when we get out here and the wind start blowing, we don't got no sail or nothing. We just in a boat. And I feel like as women, sometimes you might have to downgrade your life, keep yourself comfortable, but downgrade your life. When I say downgrade your life, don't take it like to the extent like craziness, but just downgrade your life so that you're comfortable. You have a nice nest egg, but when that man comes along, you can leave everything in that apartment, boo-boo. We got the crib, we got the house for you. Like, we building now. That's my opinion.
Yeah, you different, so I ain't too quick to move nothing in. That's right.
Some women may be hyper independent, do some circumcision. Question: do they really want to be? Nobody wants to be single. Yeah, you know it. That's my motto. Nobody wants to be single in 40. That's my motto. Nobody want to be single in 40. Though.
I know a few. I know a few.
But classic, what you mean? You ain't like, I ain't saying move them in quick. I'm just saying like you gotta, like, I think sometimes it's you gotta, I don't know, man. It's hard.
You said you locked in, bro. Listen, let me talk to you from the streets, man. I got an ear to these streets. I got a real good ear to these streets. The men in the streets are exhausted, bro.
Okay.
They exhausted. The men. I talk to the young bulls. You seen my homie? Yeah. I'm still in the gym with the young guys, man. So I got, I'm like a mentee or uncle, whatever. So I get to hear what they exhausted, man. These all the ambitious, like the 22 and 23-year-olds you'd want your daughter to get with if she's at that age, they fed. They so tired. You heard him. You was on the Men's Minute.
Yeah. But did you think? But did you think you could really be exhausted in your early 20s?
Right. Yeah, man.
Do they really have it? Do they really have it?
It's that generation and it's social media that's screwing that up.
Yeah, it's
because
do they really have it, bro? Do they really have it?
They microdosing all these dopamine hits, all these reels. Everything is microwavable. Everything is fast. You know what I'm saying? And they starting to do grown folk stuff, as you know what I mean. And it's, listen, by the time that these dudes is burnt out, I'm talking about the ambitious ones now, the ones that's going to college and actually going to class and actually studying. The ones you would want your daughter to be. They like, man, we not even, because what I always ask why, and they always say because she ain't gonna do nothing but leave. That's what they always say. Number one answer. She ain't gonna do nothing but leave. I'm like, what you mean? They're like, bro, I know so many dudes where shorty cheating on him with the homie, and I mean, it's wicked out here. And that's I'm just telling y'all the mentality. A lot of people. So when you start saying like mover in, and again, that's the youth. But even if you early 30s, even if you got to, bro, I'm not. Listen, I'm not. Nah. Why even listen? Why even let the U-Haul pull off?
But see, when I say
get warmed up, but why even let it pull off? No, for real. You see the divorce rate. You see who filing. Yeah. Why even let the U-Haul pull off? So if I'm imperfect and your grace run out, we know you going to the courthouse. We know. It's the propaganda telling you to do it. The benefits of divorcing me telling you to do it. Your bald head friend telling you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Your miserable auntie telling you to do it, or mom. You know what I'm saying? They all telling you to do it. The modern women love exits, yo. They love, ain't no more Bonnie and Clyde, bro. Yo, let me out. No, let me out.
I ain't gonna be here. I'm gonna get up with this.
Hey, no, let me out.
Let me out.
This goes back to the conversation we had. I think it was like a week or so ago. I said it's all that tolerance is gone. Mm-hmm. The tolerance is gone. Like, we don't have the old school mom and pops who rough it out, who go through good and bad. The tolerance is gone because social media, everything's instant now, right? I could find somebody in a whole nother state tomorrow, start talking to them. You could be dating them, and then you can leave who you with, and then we move into another state and packing up. Like, man, it's everything.
Man, everybody's so bothered, bro.
Crystal said God is no longer leading the home. That's very true. Social media dictates how people move. Relationship standards are perpetuated through a filter. That's very
true. You need to come back every time we own.
Yes.
You can own it. Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to talk about the nuances of, because everything we're seeing on social media, these people lying, dog.
Like, they really lying.
I hate to say it. Like, some of the people I love to follow, some of the people that take up hours in my day, classic, they take up hours. Like, you can give them 6 hours of your day almost. You know what I mean? They lying, man. They in a perfect scenario. You know what I mean? And you gotta
never paint their failures for you either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So but it is one question before we go. Classic, I can't remember it because I think you talked about it on your show. I wanted to bring it up here tonight. It was the one that I said was heavy. I said we need to talk about that. You said we could. What is it?
It was the son. It was the son that went and addressed his mother in regards to why
you got that video.
Yeah, I got it.
I want y'all ladies to see this last video. This is
I shot it to you on Instagram. You should have it in your DM. I mean, in our DM. Can you share it? Because I don't have access.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Yeah.
You gotta say no Diddy when you say you shared it in my DM.
Oh, no puff.
And they about to take him down, dog. It ain't looking too hot for him, man.
You think so?
Yeah, it ain't looking too hot for him.
All that oil done caught up, huh?
Yeah.
That's diabolical, bro.
It's a slippery slope now.
Bro, do you know how many ideas he gave these little young thugs out here, boy? They gonna put the dope in the oil. Boy, look at him. Can't he get it back, bro? Nigga can't get it back, bro, these days. Ain't that bleaked on their part?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
No.
I ain't know what that was.
I got a soundboard. It's up there.
Fancy.
Just testing it out. Yeah.
Which one did you get?
Right, huh? I got the mono, MAONO, the mono. Yeah.
Same thing.
That's what you got?
Yeah.
It's decent. I'm still getting used to
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you said that one was heavy. It is heavy. You got it? Or you need me to send it again? Let me see.
I got it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Man, Alicia in here doing homework here.
I'm sorry.
Because of y'all relationship problem.
Don't come in my room asking me about nobody you don't see me with.
Mom, but why does everybody else got a daddy but me? Why I don't got no daddy?
You really want to know why your dad?
Yeah, tell me. What's the reason? Say it.
When I first had you,
When you first had me, what?
I was pregnant.
Yeah, you was.
And he wasn't acting right. He was cheating. He treated me like I was nothing. My whole night. Listen to me. He didn't deserve to be in your life.
What?
He didn't deserve you. Then once he wasn't there for your birth, the gender reveal. He wasn't there for shit.
So that man keep my daddy away from me because of the way he treated you?
It's not because of just how he treated me. It's just that I knew that he was gonna be in and out your life. What?
Oh, you didn't let me decide that.
I didn't let you decide that because I didn't want you to go through that. You was too young to go through that. But now,
so you
since
took
you're
my
16,
daddy out of my life because of y'all relationship problem.
Since you're 16,
bro,
you can contact him, but I cannot promise you it's not gonna be the same.
Whole time. Why you ain't been say that when I was? Why you ain't let me decide that? Why is you deciding if I get to see my father or not? Huh?
It's not even just me. That was.
Now I don't want to talk to you. Stop talking to me. I wish you was never in my life. Oh man. Bro.
I did what I thought was best for you.
You didn't even let me give him a chance.
You could give him a chance now. I have
What?
his social medias. Would you like to contact him
Yeah.
on social media? But you see,
Can I go live with my dad?
But has he reached out to you?
I don't know.
Y'all.
So as y'all see there, this was a very, very good one, man. That Classic had on his show, man. I was like, it hit me heavy. I was like, man, we got to like that hit me. Like, do you as how do you ladies feel about that young man questioning his mother about, you know, why he didn't get the opportunity to decide if he wanted to know his father or see his father, regardless of the type of negative relationship the mother had? How do you ladies feel about that?
I can relate to this personally without telling all of my business, but my kid's father was kind of like that. But since we separated, I still, even though we weren't cool, I still pushed the issue for my son to have that relationship with him, even though we weren't cool at all. Because at the end of the day, that is his child. And it's some things that he can talk to him about that I can't. And also he'll say like, can I? Okay, so he's seen us argue a lot.
Yeah.
So he's kind of triggered by that he does go to counseling. Mm-hmm. But I try to fix that by saying that it's okay. Like, you can talk to your dad, but he'll ask me why I don't. We just don't have that kind of relationship. But I never kept him from him or told him he can't call him or anything like that. And right now they have the best relationship ever that has gotten like a lot better because now me and him have matured a lot better together as co-parents. So it has made both of my kids, actually all of us, have a better relationship. Okay. So he kind of changed a little bit, but that change did affect all of us, better. But I never told him that he could never like talk to his dad or anything, even though we didn't have a good relationship at the time. But it does affect the kids. I can honestly say not co-parenting the right way affects the kids tremendously, like tremendously.
I appreciate you sharing that too. Before anybody, Crystal said that's diabolical. A father should never be kept from the child unless the father poses a direct threat to the child's well-being. What do you got on that, April?
Well, some fathers, they just don't want to be present. Even if you do give them the opportunity to be present, they just don't want to be present, or they don't put in the effort to be present. And after so long, when you've said to your blue in the face, hey, you need to spend time with your son, and those requests go unheard, there's no reason to keep pushing the issue. You have his phone number. You know how to contact him. He knows how to contact you. Y'all handle that. Every day I wish that my son's father was present, because he needs that guidance in his life. But he chooses not to. And that's something that he's going to have to answer, not me, because I don't have nothing against him. Be in your child's life. That's it. I don't have anything else for you. He is your child. I do what I need to do as a mother. I do everything that I possibly can to be the best mother that I can be. But if you don't want to be in your child's life, I can't help that. That's your decision. You're missing out on a child that is great, that is awesome. He is smart, intelligent, compassionate, and loving. That's you missing that love from that child because you choose not to be present. And I can't do anything with that. I can't make you be in your child's life. I can ask you, but I'm not going to continuously ask, and those requests go unheard either. So.
That's a very powerful. We appreciate you sharing that too. Mm-hmm. Crystal said a lot of women discount that their behavior is why the father doesn't want to be present.
I have never denied him access. Yeah. I'm just saying that is true. A lot of women, they're bitter because the man doesn't want to be with them anymore, or the man cheated on them and all that. Our relationship that we had does not have anything to do with him being a parent. I'm allowing you to be a parent. It's your choice now to do what you need to do as a father. I have anytime you call me, hey, tell my son to call me. You got his number, call him.
Yeah.
He has an open line of communication, or I miss y'all. No, you missed your son. Go talk to your son. I'm not, it's just, I had to come to, it used to hurt me a lot seeing, him not wanting to be in his child's life. And I don't know if it's not a want, he just chooses not to be present. So,
yeah.
And I don't have an answer for that. He can only answer that himself. So he used to change his phone number like he changed his drawers, and I never could get in contact with him anyways. But hey,
what you got, Plugg? What you got? The favorite uncle of the family. What you got?
Come to the front of the congregation.
Yeah, all the kids love Plugg. What you got, Plugg? It was heavy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I grew up in that, dog. Yeah. I grew up in that shit. I grew up in that, dog. That same sucker shit. That same sucker shit. Any woman that I ever speak to that do shit like that, that's cold blooded. That's something the child gotta figure out.
Yeah.
If he's a sucker, or he a deadbeat, whatever he is, let that child determine that.
Mm-hmm. I have never talked. I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk over you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's why me and my dad are so cool. We so cool to this day, and it's sad that the rest of us, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the clique just don't get it. Like that shit that you say to a child about that parent,
mm-hmm.
That shit sit on their ass, man. You got 40, 50-year-old fucking kid-minded, immature-minded people still living in that. For real. And that shit don't, man, listen. I can't judge a man what he did in his 20s the same as I do in his 30s, the same as I do in his 40s. Everybody changed, man. Everybody mature. I ask that question all the time. I say, They just say even at that tender age of 18 to 22, he said abort that baby because he wasn't ready. You still had that child. Do you hold that over his head now that he's 30? He done came to his senses and say, man, I want to be around my child.
You can't.
That's something that sit with somebody and be like, hell no, I ain't gonna let him. I'll be like, wow, that nigga wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And he told you that.
But it wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. If he wasn't ready, I'm dead ass here. But I wasn't ready, man. He couldn't even see where his life was going, let alone leading somebody else's life into some damn. Come on, man. And it be them mamas and it be them grandmamas and them aunties that be sitting back with their heart broken and they done been ran through the ringer or whatever the case may be, and they put them ideas in your head, in that woman head, and that be some sucker shit, man. Cause them kids suffer because of that shit. I see it today, present day. Like, damn, man, like, bro, would you shake out that shit, bro? That shit is over with. You talking about 89 and 98, man? Get over that shit, man.
Yeah.
Man, get over that shit, man. Come on, man. Please, man, break up out that shit. That shit hurt, boy. That shit is man. This dynamic of people who be pulling that shit right there, boy. That shit is cold, fucking blooded, and it's selfish, and it's self-centered. And even on the other end of it, the man that sit and say, man, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. But that comes with time and building and developing a relationship where we communicate man to child, whether it's a boy or girl, whatever the case may be. You sit down and have that discussion and let me tell you what happened, man. I'm gonna tell you what went down. You got to be honest. A lot of motherfuckers are sit back and let that shit fester.
Yeah.
While she's sitting there holding that shit saying, he wanted to abort you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some fucked up. It's fucked. It's so messed up, man.
Women do that all the time, though. But
all the time.
All the time.
All the time. And it has nothing to do
with the child.
Ooh.
These the same women y'all want us to wait years for and get to know. I mean, think about it. Like, some guy waited for that. Some guy. That's why I be saying we got to be realistic. Like, some guy waited for that. Some guy laid up with her, and in my opinion, I think it's kind of hard to just have your own perception of it, but I don't think that guy probably made some attempts, because that son seemed like he either encountered some type of something made him feel like, hey, I want to talk to my dad. Like, that just don't come out of the blue. That means that young man, somewhere in his life, that father probably tried to attempt to see him. Like,
and then too, in the video, his other brothers are in contact with their dad. So that's what he was saying. But that's something some women don't. I have never down talked my child's father to him. Ever, period. Never. He will never know. He can text me today and say, hey, I want to see my son Saturday. Okay, what time? Okay, we'll be there. Yeah. If he never comes through, he never comes through. But my child will not be disappointed because he won't know that his dad wants to see him on Saturday and then not show up. So that's you got to protect your child there on both ends too.
What did you have on this class? I know you kind of left it kind of open.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't in this situation. My parents still together to this day, but I was real close to somebody where I got to witness him go to his dad for answers after like 20 years. It is his father's side of the story, and he found out, essentially he tried multiple times, tried to be there. He tried a lot of times, but his mother made it very, very difficult. You know what I'm saying? She was kind of like insufferable. And then it was one of them situations where it's like, why don't you ever stop trying type vibes? You know what I'm saying? So I think at some point, dude, I don't know what state he's in these days. I don't, I haven't communicated with the dude, but I do know for a while he resented both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, like he resented her for making it hard for him, resented him for giving up on trying. My take on it on a personal level, like if I hypothetically were to be in that situation, I think for me, I'm fighting for custody. If I take the L in court, I don't know. I can't say that I would I'm not going like what DDG going through. Like I can't go through that. You feel me? Like you not, because this becomes my question. If you dictate when I can see my child, if I can see my child, who got a chaperone when I can see my child, how far and where I could take my child, what you know what I'm saying? If you can dictate all this, is this even my child? Is it my child? Or is it your child and I'm trying my best to be a nanny?
Yeah.
At times with supervision. You see, what do we really do? You get what I'm saying? So for that, I don't know. Like I could see it both ways. I don't think men are wrong either way. Men who spend thousands and thousands of dollars going back and forth to court trying to figure something out versus the men who just tap out and say, I'm gonna make my payments on time. When you get old enough, come find me. I don't think either one of them wrong. I can empathize with both decisions, because one thing that most women will never experience is an insufferable woman.
Yeah. They went off on me on TikTok, man. When I broke down that DDG and Chloe, these women been going off on me. They were talking, I ain't got no logic. I said that DDG should just leave it alone. With the type of resources and stuff that he has, I would, and when I say leave it alone, I mean I wouldn't be in another country running behind her to see the child. Like if you taking that child out of the country, I'm just gonna have to wait till y'all get back to the States, and I'll continue to try to see the child. You're not gonna stay overseas forever. You know what I mean? I think she's filming a movie or whatever she's doing over there. But like my biggest thing that if people continue to watch the video, a lot of people just watch the clip. I also tell men is be consistent. Like regardless what a woman says or does to you, be consistent. Like I always tell people, when I left my marriage, I left. Like I didn't want to go back. I had no concerns about this. Like I think a lot of men who have a lot of these issues with the baby mama too, I think it's kind of, sometimes it can be 50-50. I tell men, just be consistent. Show up, don't miss anything, be present. You know what I mean? Like I know when your birthday is. I don't need no invite. I could show up in the city. I know, like, you should know where your child is at all times. Like I feel like you should just show up. Just show up. You know what I mean? Deal with it, whatever you got to deal with, but just be consistent and show up. It's Crystal said intentional, and yeah. I feel like that's the biggest thing, man. That's the biggest thing, is just being consistent, especially men. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be hard, man. I think started a new movement, though. I think Anthony Edwards started a new movement.
Pay it all up front. Get up out of there.
He started a new move. I'm telling you, y'all gonna see that a lot in the rich people world. You finna see that heavy. Like you finna see some guys. Okay, let me just that was
all that one drop.
Yeah, that was diabolical. That's diabolical right there. Like I was like, man, he ain't got no heart. I don't know if I could do that. Like that. Jesus Christ, man. Like that. That's crazy. But yeah, it's crazy, man. But y'all, anybody got any questions? Anything? Anybody in the chat got a question for us as a panel before? I appreciate you guys giving your time tonight, man. This went really good. This went really good. Really good, man. Really good. Anybody has any questions? Anybody want to pose a question before we get out of here? We got about 8 minutes. 8 minutes before we head off this thing.
Okay.
Go ahead, Class.
A church finger right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I'm gonna do one of my questions of the day. I'm trying to see which one I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Here go.
I have one too after classic.
Oh, you sure you don't want to go first?
Always,
no, go ahead.
Always, Crystal. We appreciate everybody in the chat, man. That's one of the biggest things, man. Everybody on this panel, I think, would agree, man. We appreciate all the support.
So my question is, what's the realest thing that most people know but won't accept?
I saw that on your channel.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think about that question later.
Say
Say
that
it one
one
more time. Yeah, say it again.
Yeah. What's the realest thing that most people know but won't accept?
I'm gonna let y'all go first.
Mm.
I would say that no one loves unconditionally.
Mm.
I don't think agape love exists outside of whoever you believe in. Because if you notice, every time we talk about something, everybody has something that will either cause them to leave, cut you off. So I feel that people don't love unconditionally. I think people know that, but nobody wants to accept it.
Do you think that it's possible for any person to love
No.
agape unconditional? Period.
I seen one that was my mom. But
So you don't think any other woman would be able to do or has the capacity to love unconditionally?
No, because every day y'all tell us what you won't deal with. You can't love me unconditionally and tell me what you don't deal with. Like hypothetically, I know everybody don't believe in the Bible. Let's say hypothetically, just because you commit adultery doesn't mean you're going to hell.
Right.
You can still repent. You can still, you know what I mean? He gives you multiple chances. Your partner doesn't do that. That's just that. I mean that's
what? Okay, I'm question.
You are only deserving of what you give others.
Right. Question with the adultery.
You have to break that down.
Why do you need multiple chances? That's like saying sorry and doing the same thing again.
I'm just giving an example that people could use, because that's what most people that's what causes most either adultery or finances is what usually leads causes of divorce.
A divorce, yeah.
So, like, I can use something. I can use other things outside of that, but with that being said, that's mostly what causes people to separate.
Okay.
He said, if self-love exists, unconditional love can't. Unconditional love is only possible when between a child and parent. She answered it for me.
There you go.
I think what you said, Nora, is probably top 5 for sure. It might be number 1. I ain't gonna lie. That's a really good one. I think something that's real close to rival that. One of the realest things is that there's no such thing as a safe secret. There's no such thing.
That's a good one. What about you, Plugg? I know you got some wisdom up there for us. What you got? Nothing. What about you? What about you, Alicia? No?
Okay. I didn't hear it. I'm sorry. I was writing.
He said, what's the realest thing most people know but won't accept?
My bad. I used the wrong accept. My bad.
I know what you meant, bro.
All that school.
I have no idea.
Less people watching and talking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of.
You got one, April?
At the end of the day got to end. Just, I don't know. I mean,
another one. I could give y'all another one. Everybody pondering. I could give y'all another thing that's real that most people know but won't accept is that they don't know. That's the answer that I gave on my channel. I said is that they don't know. Most people won't accept what they don't know. Like most people will, the things that they don't know, they'll validate what they feel. They'll just go with how they feel about it and then accept that as the reality or the truth. And they could very well be wrong. Absolutely. Or they could be right. Or they could be right. But they don't know. And they won't accept that they don't know. They'll just say, I feel strong about it. So I know I'm right. Because even though I could be wrong and I might be wrong, but I'm right all the time. And I know I'm right, even though I could be wrong. But I know I'm right. Y'all don't know where I got that from? I see y'all not laughing. Y'all okay? Y'all didn't watch Get Rich or Die Trying this.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out
So,
to Karen Howard.
I think it goes back to what you were talking about too, Classic. Like I tell people, I've been put those magic frames on, those magic glasses. Like that's one of the things. Like I have, like I feel like my way of thinking. Sometimes I dumb things down so that I don't come off too different. But I have a lot of different ways of like thinking that I feel are very true because you can't debunk them. I can give you like straight like with the unconditional, like I can give you straight facts, and then Crystal went ahead and straight answered it. Like it's just one of those things. It's so much out there that we don't want to accept, and I'm okay with accepting it and understanding that other people around me might not accept it. You know what I mean? Like I get it. You know.
But rule number 3 of the magic glasses is you can't force nobody else to wear them.
Yep. Go ahead, April, with your question, and we'll close it on out.
What?
Oh, Crystal said no one owes you anything. That is true.
That's true. What is? See if I can say this the right way. What do men actually want from women besides submission? What does the submission entail? Is it reverence? Is it loyalty? Is it, look at Plugg smiling? What is the submission entailing? Elaborate.
Why you gotta bring that word up?
Because they're gonna say, oh, submission, and be done with it. You elaborate on the submission, the reverence, the loyalty, the covenant, the love, the nurturing, the safe place. What is it that y'all need from us?
Go ahead, Plugg.
Come on, Plugg.
Go ahead, Plugg.
Come on.
Go ahead, Plugg. You put your hands together and everything. Go ahead.
To put you first.
Everybody, yeah.
Me want submission, a sandwich, and peace. Be pleasant, good company. We can't hear you, Plugg. We can't hear you. Can't hear you, Plugg.
We can't hear you.
Hey, what you said? Submission, a sandwich, and peace.
Oh, that was Joe Jet. Yeah.
Man, what are you, a Neanderthal, bro? Hey, come with some logic, bro. That's crazy.
Crystal
Absolutely.
said men
crazy.
want loyalty.
Answer that question. I'll wait till y'all go.
Jay Zilla said to bring, shout out to the classic chat, man. They be deep in here. Joe Jet, Jay Zilla, to bring exactly what we bring in to the table. Okay.
And what are you bringing to the table?
I think that'll be whatever they bring to the table. This is, see, my answers ain't gonna make sense to people, so I don't give my answer.
My shit is not gonna match up with none of that shit they say.
Hey, listen, y'all. Come on, y'all. Authenticity is the highest frequency you can operate on. It's the most attractive frequency too. Y'all just got to be yourselves, man. Tell them the truth, man. Listen, what I want from a woman, I want her to be soft. I want her to be nice, really, really nice.
Thank you.
High. Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, bro.
I want her to be cuddly, warm, freaky when appropriate, like dressing and covering up and being cute with clothes on, take pictures facing forward towards the camera, actually has a foundational principle of respect for men in general in the door just because you are. And I have a foundational level of respect for you, period. And then an exceptional level of respect for you as mine. Yeah. I need all that. A warm, good home meal. A woman who's interested in learning new recipes. A woman who want to grow some plants. You know what I'm saying? A woman who want to, that'll walk the dog. Just a good ass woman. That's what we want. We want some good company. We know y'all a little crazy. We know what come with it. We know y'all get y'all monthly. We know y'all gonna complain a little bit. We know the pros and the cons. We do. We already know that. So when y'all tweak, God gave us enough grace and patience for that already. We ain't worried about that. Just cover the pros. That'd be the thing. We know the cons already. That come on. Y'all know how cars is. That come on every make and model. We know the comp. Cover the pros. You just cover the pros. That's all we need. And then listen and be a good follower. When it's time, when we at the fork in the road, and I say right, don't ask me to explain right. Just come on. Women nowadays, they need an explanation. No, the ops is chasing us. The 30 seconds we gonna spend for me convincing you why right is a good idea, it's gonna cost us everything. Let's go. Come on.
But do you make it to where I can trust you to lead that way?
Hey, there's 2 languages, April. I'm gonna leave it right there. There's 2 languages. Come on now. See what I'm saying?
That's why
that conditional. Go ahead, bro.
That's why my answer was going to be, I don't want anything. I have no expectations for women, because every woman will change at the drop of a dime. So why are we going to say, I want you to walk the dog today, then you get pissed off and then you don't walk the dog? Like, everything I could tell you today, everything I could tell you that I want from you today, you could provide it for a week, a year, 6 years, and then stop providing it. That's why I feel that we have to stop having expectations for people and understand that people will be people. People will let you down. People will hurt you. People will lie to you. Those things are going to happen. Are you willing to stay with that person unconditionally? Period.
No, they are not.
Period.
80% are filed by the women. No, they are not.
What you say?
I said no. The answer is no. They are not. No, they leave out the front door, the back door, the fire escape, the window, all the door. They leave.
So said, souls won't let me finish. I'm just saying, like, all this stuff sounds good, but it's the nuances of it all. All that stuff is temporary. It's all temporary. Your looks, your attitude, everything's temporary. Everybody has to find the one person who is willing to tolerate them on the good days, and bad days. Like, in between. You gotta find that. If you do not find that, you're gonna be just living life. Just living life. Like period.
Norris, Norris, I gotta put you in the hot seat real quick. Plug, you gotta answer it too.
Hold on. Let's see what color before you say that. Yeah. Crystal says shouldn't have to question a man. That's true.
You're right, Crystal.
Be a man. That's submission, Crystal. They don't have that down just yet. Women get caught up. I can't do better unless endless options. But and then they just
Joe. So do men.
So to be allowed to live out. Okay. Go ahead, class. I might plead the fifth depending on
what. Are all women a headache? Even a good one. What's up?
Are all women a headache?
Yep, even the good one.
Yes.
Look.
We can't hear you, big dog.
I ain't saying shit.
Oh.
A lot of shit that bother me, that shit don't bother me. See, I've been body slammed in this game. I understand this game. Yeah, get frustrated. Yeah, that shit, that's life. Life get frustrated. But that man, look, that bitch got to be this big. And most of the time, the problem that this fucking big, the solution is this damn small. I don't see shit the way folks see shit. I'm telling y'all, man, this shit, life is easy. We make this shit hard. Relationships can be easy. Motherfuckers make them hard. This shit right here, man, this shit here for me, man, this shit is, I done been in and out shit, bro. This shit is it's child's play, man. I'm grown, man. I go to work, I make my bag, I bring it home, I take care of my shit. There's no dispute about none of that shit that can be done. All that shit there, the meal is cooked. I'm asked early in the day, what you want? I say it's clean, it's situated, because before any of the consummation of girlfriend, boyfriend, all that shit, man, it's I say what I want.
It has to be laid on the table.
It's on the table. All that shit is on the table. There's no guessing. You gotta trust me because I hold my shit down by myself. You ain't got no choice but to trust me. So a headache, I don't get headaches. I don't a lot of that shit. I don't deal with shit, classic. I don't, bro. Be dealing with that shit. Bro, I go to bed, man. I lay down. I watch some TV. Man,
I see you in the morning.
But I think it's the nuance of what he. I think
I understand that. I know
just because you don't have a headache or get a headache.
It's easy, bro. This shit can be easy, man. It's like I put shit on the table, bro. I put that shit on the table, bro. It's on the table, motherfucker. You put it on the table. Everything should be discussed, man. Put that shit on the table. So this ain't nothing new. I tell you, I'm double standard. It is what it is. You got a little girl, a little boy. I'm gonna be tough on that little boy than I am on that little girl. It just is what it is. And I'm tougher on my brothers than I am on my sister. It just is what it is. This shit, man. This shit.
You the first one. You the first one. I'm glad I know you. You the first one.
I don't think niggas really be putting what they want to put on the table.
They don't.
If what's put on the table, they can't accept what's on the table. Hey, if they can't accept what's being put on the table, player, then it's again go about your business.
Shit, you'll be with nobody. Shit.
Hey, cuz. Now, look, you damn right, bro. I'm past that. I'm past that age of the fuckery. I'm past that age of fuckery, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done been there and done that and left shit unsaid, and then it's confusion. I done shit what shit was undone, and then it's confusion. I lay shit out, man, so we can go ahead and get to the nitty gritty of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to jumping up on these damn chandeliers and jumping off the dresser when the whole situation. We just trying to get orgasm. We just trying to bust a nut. It's what it is.
Let me make it.
We gotta go all the way around the curve if we just trying to pay a bill. Let's get this bill paid to get it done. I ain't with all everything is laid out. This is grown folk business.
Let me make it less extreme for you. Let's say you get up early in the morning, Plugg, or you get up early, right? Okay, so if you get up early in the morning and you feeling good, like you having a super good day, like you feel amazing. You feel like today you finna take over the world. You know what I'm saying? And then the first time you got to deal with your woman for the day, or let's say you left the house and y'all spoke and everything was cool, but the next time you talk to her, she is in the shittiest mood you ever heard, ever. Now, as much as you care for that woman, is that not going to pull your energy at all? Yeah, I want to make it realistic.
You transfer energies.
Yeah, I ain't talking about knock down, drag out arguments. I'm just talking about some energy. Just you feel great, but your woman feel horrible. And it ain't even about nothing. You know how women that hit you with the I don't know what it is. I'm just off today. I'm just off.
you know when when they say like you could be around somebody so long, they start to take on your attributes. That tend to happen. And a lot of that, I don't sweat petty shit, bro. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't sweat petty shit. And you can be going through whatever the fuck you going through. And that's cool. But while I'm at work, I don't care. I don't care. And it's very clear that I don't care. I go through it for you for a second. Then you damn right. Yes, he is. I don't that shit that I
like meeting unique people. I'm not even being sarcastic. I like meeting unique people. I really think you the first. You the first.
I'm talking about, bro. Like if I let it, I'm gonna tell you. The first thing I do if something bothers me is I say something about it. First thing, if it bothers me, I'm saying something about it. And when I get done talking about it, I leave it there. That's even the argument. If we having a discussion and it's done, we leave it. Yeah.
So what
Leave
could
it there.
cause what could cause you to have a bad day? What could cause you to have a bad day?
Me.
Or have you mastered peace?
Me. It's all me. It's me. It's me. You know what I'm saying? Like when situations do happen, they do occur. Like recently, I just lost my mama. You understand? The death bothered me, but the result of the death bothered me more because we didn't do this. Nor is you a witness. My family didn't do this. We didn't do this. We didn't lock in. So the death, yes, affects, but the result of the death, it didn't result in us coming together. So I'm like, man, that right there, when I saw that it didn't, do I let this linger? I'm being realistic. Do I let this linger? I'm gonna get this shit off my chest, say what I got to say, and then I'm gonna go ahead and ease on, bro. I gotta ease on because the ones that I'm affected by are unaffected. So what the hell is it gonna do for me to sit here and dwell in this? Nothing.
At the end of the day, we're responsible for our own happiness.
Straight up.
And our own moves.
I have to be responsible for mine. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I have better friends than family.
No, I feel that. I think that's most people. Because you get to choose your friends. Blood is just relatives. Ain't no selection.
They done been battled. They straight up. So I can't control that. Wise man told me, man, don't ever worry about shit you can't control, bro. And it took me a while. That young boy shit used to fuck with me. That young boy shit. But that grown man shit, when that shit set in, a lot of that shit leaves you unbothered, bro. I used to see why them old heads be sitting back, man, be like, hey, Plugg, guess what? Goddamn roof on fire. Goddamn flow flooded. I can't control that shit. I ain't even worried about it. I'm like, man, you a bad man, boy. I be over there trying to put my fire with shit. They got a fire department for that. They got a plumber for that. I ain't no damn plumber. I ain't no fireman. Guess what? Somebody better do it. But right now, I'm at peace. And that's what I'm going to do. I ain't going to let them kill me. You know what he say? I ain't going to let them kill me.
I can dig it. I agree with everything you said. I think for me, it's the I actually follow the same codes you follow. You describing stoicism to me and compartmentalization. I think it's necessary to be a man, honestly. And I'm good at that too. Like even if you lost your mother, and I'm not comparing pain or nothing like that, but I had a dog for 11 years. I recently lost my dog, so some of the hardest days of my life. I don't have no human kids, so that was like my son for real. You know what I'm saying? So, and nah, man, it was, I couldn't even imagine. Like pain ain't even a strong enough word. You know what I'm saying? But I still stream. You know what I'm saying? I still streamed. I still made content. I still went to physical therapy. I still, handled the things that I got to handle because they got to be handled. You know what I mean? So pressing on for sure is one thing. But in relation to the question about like the woman being a headache, or not even the headache, the energy transfer question in relation to that, I can't pretend like if I'm in love with a woman, and I don't care how good my day going, if I talk to her and I can feel through the phone that she messed up, you know what I'm saying? I can't, even though I'm gonna keep my face on, even though I'm still gonna handle my business, I do feel different after getting off that call. I would be lying to say that wouldn't make me feel different. You know what I'm saying? But I respect that you are different in that way, though. I'm not saying that you lying. You know what I'm saying? I believe you, but I think that's the only difference. I see everything else exactly how you said it.
Communication is awesome. Communication is the nation.
Jay Zilla said, change don't happen fast. It takes time to get to that level, Uncle Plugg. Being in love turns into a hazard where you become distracted by any expected, I'm assuming he means any unexpected, he said expected or unexpected changes in your circle of love. I agree.
It seemed like you just got a super high level of emotional intelligence. That's all. Like you just regulated. That's all. That's how. Like it's hard. It's hard to get that way. It's hard to. You got to really.
I think I got Plugg beat. I got you beat, Plugg.
We talk.
Plugg no beat. You know about 8 days.
Unfazed.
Hey.
Unfazed.
Hey, classic. It's all about the people you put around you. That's all.
It really is, bro. Like
I could probably show you one more cat we hate with. He
same shit, bro.
very unbothered.
Unfucking phase, bro. Cause like you gotta be like, bro. There's no when you hit the low, ain't no lower than low. You know what I mean? It's all up. It's all emotionally up. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like I noticed this dude here unfucking phased. Like for real, bro. It's like you got when you adapt to the situation, it's like there's nothing I can do about it now. Later on, I can shake this off, and then later on, you can address it. Get a moment, sit down, and address it. Then I'm all ears because when I'm communicating, you listening. So when you communicating, I'm listening. My only problem is I want to fix some shit. I don't go to the store to browse. I already know what I came in this bitch to buy.
I ain't gonna hold you. For me, it's more of a selfish thing. If I'm being honest, it's like I'm having a great fucking day, and if I was single, wouldn't nobody be around to ruin it? Hypothetically speaking, you get what I'm saying? That's what my mind. Like I think, like when you speak about like the lowest of the low, like sometimes when you real low and you go to that dark place and you got nobody, and you find some comfort there, and you get real cool with you.
Yeah.
Hey fam, like it get you know. So you listen. So you just told me you having a messed up day, and you don't even, and it's not even resolvable because it's not over nothing. And now my energy is negatively, my frequency is down a little bit, and I was just percolating and vibrating through the streets, getting money. You know what I'm saying? It's like fam shit. You know, like not selfishly, like, and I'm just being honest about the scope of things that go across the mind, right? Like selfishly, you would think like shit. If my circumstances was different, this ain't on the. You know what I mean? This
my profession won't allow me to do that, bro.
Yeah.
Over these 10 years of cutting hair, like my profession won't allow me to do that, bro. My profession won't allow me at all, bro. I gotta. These men are coming in wanting to chop that up and get it off their chest. And I had to learn. It took, I think, about my 6 or 7 year, where I had to learn to be like, whatever they didn't put on me, whatever energy they didn't put on me. And when I hit that door, I remember it was this restaurant I worked at. It was called Hula Hand, and it was this big ass fan. And the fan was for folk that go outside and smoke a poke. You feel me? Or go smoke a cigarette. So it'll blow that initial, you know what I'm saying, air off you. You know what I'm saying? So you won't smell like a damn ashtray when you walk in. You feel me? So I take that, and when I walk through that doorway, I feel like that air is hitting me, and I'm getting that shit up off me because I gotta go to another mental mind state to go in here and deal with this man who about to sit in my chair, or this kid who just being frustrated with his mama all day and coming in and sitting in this chair, and I gotta, hey, look, man, what's going on, man? How you doing? We good? Come on, man, sit back in this chair, man. We're gonna get us a haircut today. All right. I know you don't want to do it, but I'm gonna hurry up and get it done so you can get back to your fortnight. How about that, buddy? I'm great with that. But it come in and say, man, boy, it's been a long one here, boy. Hey, boy, I'm trying to tell you, but I'm gonna say it's been a long one with a smile on my face. And say, boy, hey, listen, I know you're going through it right now, but guess what? Boy, we about 9 Sundays away from NFL, boy. You hear me? And they go, hey, for that moment while they chilling for that 30 to 45 minutes in that chair, I'm gonna take all that shit away, man. That's what I'm here for. I love this shit.
This what I'll tell you to do, classic. Try it one time. You gotta let me know how it go. Next time you in a good mood and you get a call from somebody, this is what you do. I'm serious. This is what you and let me know how it go. They could be in a panic. They could even be crying. Before they start talking, you ask them, what do you want to get out of this conversation? Everybody's laughing at me, but classic, I do this with my daughter. My daughter comes to me with something she think is the most tragic thing in the world. The first thing I either say to her or text her back is, what is the goal? Because at that point, you can no longer take my energy because I'm only giving you what you need to get to the direction you're trying to go. Sometimes we start letting people just talk to us. No, I treat everybody like a mental health. My daughter even told me one year, dog. I think she was turning 19. She said, Daddy, sometimes I feel like you treat me like a mental health patient. And I do. I treat people that way. Because I already know that when you're coming to me and you're in a crisis and you're crying, you're going to throw everything on me. And none of that stuff is going to matter because it's not going to have anything to do with the core problem. You're just word vomit. So I tell people that when you come to me, I'm going to ask you, hey, what you want to do? You trying to vent? You trying to, you want to, are we trying to fix this? Come up with some solution? And, sometimes people are like, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like you a step further than I go. I just don't take the call, bro. I'm having like every day I wake up feeling amazing. Human interaction is the only thing that can impact my peace. I think that's one of my biggest red flags is I'm dead serious about my peace.
Yeah.
Dead serious too. I'll cut my mom off. I'll cut my mom off. I'm dead serious about my peace. For sure. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no picks either. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter who it is. You know what I mean? So that be the thing.
There's all that shit out there in the street.
Hey, look, bro. Hey, listen, bro. We all been through some storms. You feel me? Miles an F5 tornado. So on the other side of that, ain't no stumbling back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, green pastures, bro. I ain't got no time. You talking about your little minuscule emotions. You better move around, G. I promise you, I've been through worse. I promise you. It ain't even comparing your pain. I'm just saying, G. Call somebody else. I'm having an amazing fucking day. There's a lot of people out here that's vibrating low already, and y'all can share bad frequencies and all that. Like, don't get fan. I'm not interested. Hey, call me selfish. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? When I needed to make that call. Oh, okay. So yeah, my phone dry too. Yeah.
So everybody on the panel know that if I start off and y'all had something going on, y'all know I'm gonna start it off. What we trying to get to? What we trying to get to here?
He already know when the dog call. He say, "I'm gonna let my dog get it off his chest." As soon as he get off his chest, hey, bro, appreciate you listening to what I say. Hey, dog, appreciate you listening to me, boy. Hey, I'm gonna get with you, man. Hey, you take it easy, man. I bet. Man, I'm gone. It's done. I left it on the street. When I was doing the 75, we doing the walk. I talked to you down there the whole 45. As soon as I got done, boop, I left that shit around the sidewalk. Man, I'm done. Let's enjoy this shit, man. It's like, man, life ain't short, but life long, but I've been 45 years, but life long, but long time. You don't think it's long. Go lock yourself in the closet for 3 days. Go lock yourself in the closet for 3 days and see how shit ain't long, but.
But man, again, man, I appreciate y'all, man. We almost hit 2 hours in here, man. We appreciate the ladies.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, hopefully y'all would like to come back next Tuesday.
And hopefully
if you got any other friends that would like to come too, we really want to have a lot of dialogue. I know Classic trying to get his panel going. Classic, we should see if we can get I know you got one. We should probably try to get her up here. So we can go from there. But we're gonna try to do this every Tuesday, man. No middleman. And we're just gonna talk about different things. If anybody on the panel would like to send questions, it's greatly appreciated. It gives us some good nuance and some topics to talk about. But if everybody want to leave off where they can find you, or if you don't want to, that's fine as well. You want to go first, Class?
Yeah, for sure. Y'all tap in with me. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube at The Classic Codes, and follow me on Instagram at The Classic Codes. Sure. Thanks for having me too.
Always. Alicia, our future nurse, coming up here.
Thanks for having me. I'll see y'all next week.
Awesome. April.
Enjoy it. I'll see y'all next week.
Uncle Plugg.
Uncle Plugg across all platforms. I'm the same nigga every day. I swear to God, I don't change. I ain't switched up yet, man. This shit been working, man. And don't forget the second G, damn it. I earned it.
Yeah.
I earned it. Passionate, loyal, understanding G and gentleman. And that G changed to something else. We don't want that. We're going to stay right here.
And I want to say thank you to all of y'all because time is something we can't get back. And you all just spent pretty much 2 hours with us. So I appreciate your time. Classic, always appreciate your time coming up. Plugg, always appreciate your time. And I know me and Plugg should be on here tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to be talking about, but we'll be on
Call for fit.
Yeah. No. That's next Wednesday.
Damn, that's next Wednesday?
Yeah. That's Wednesday.
And I missed the panel, man.
We might chop up something about. We got a lot of basketball stuff to talk about, man. There's a lot of trades going on.
Man, there's a lot of trades. NFL, there's some silly ass trades.
Yeah, we'll probably end up talking about that, man.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Silly ass trades.
What time you going live tomorrow, Classic? What time you going live?
Noon.
So Classic be live at noon.
What?
Try to keep up with his content. It come out quick. I'm telling y'all. He'll be live at noon and a premiere at 1. It's coming out quick. I just catch it when I can catch it. He normally let me know when he about to go live. So it depends if I'm working or not. But like, yeah, he got a lot of content, man. A lot of good. I'm talking about good stuff though. Like stuff. He got some heavy stuff. If you really pay attention to those questions of the day, man, it's real good stuff,
Absolutely.
man. Real good stuff. Man. But I appreciate you guys, man. Y'all have a great night, and we'll talk to everybody soon. We out.
What's good, my Souls of Thought family? It's your boy Norris, and I want to tell you before you leave this video today, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you haven't already, make sure you leave a comment, hit the like button, share this content, and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And as I leave every video, God loves you, which is most importantly, I love you, you're beautiful, and your boy's out. Let go.